Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for some more Workers and Resources. I'm your host, Galvin. We've had to do another decently long time skip as, honestly, for the most part, I've just been building infrastructure. I present to you a fully paved roadway. One for now. The second one has just begun construction. But you can now drive on a paved road pretty much most of the way to Lubin. Which, you know what, for 1946 ain't bad. Because God, they take forever to build. We're cleaning up the last of the highway system now, or the old gravel road system, I mean. That's fine, leave it. It's good. And hopefully before too long, we'll be able to continue expanding that. Now, at some point, unfortunately, our LIC collapsed again. This often happens. This train, I haven't even been able to get it started again because it ran out of fuel. And this coaling station here doesn't have fuel, which is fine. We've been kind of making some plans, and I rushed those along. You know, we're going to make it so that the coaling train can go now, and it can. Yeah. So this is now hooked up to take in coal that comes from this small aggregate here. And yeah, that's all hooked into the train aggregate unloading. I'm just really hoping I didn't put this in reverse. No, I didn't. It's fine. Okay, we're good. So at this point, we now have 2 stops for the coaling train that could use it. Although this is without power supply currently. Well, that's just because there's no one working in the coal power plant. So let's see if we can't fix that. Oh well, I actually do have a locomotive I could use. Although, let's be real here, I would much prefer to be using a PM3. So I think alone is the way to go. Do I just do another 2 millioner? Probably. I have no idea how much I'm going to be splurging here, so. Now, unfortunately, I have to use an open wagon. Open wagon? Oh no, wait, it's cargo wagon. Right. Which are inherently inferior to what the West has, which I hate. Yeah, so we have currently, I think, just, yeah, the Königsbergs, let's see. Well, we have the Valach Omaru open, although, hold on, I guess not open. Oh, no, yeah. Okay, so it looks like all I've got is the Clag, yeah, or the Ohm here. Let's see. You're 10 meters long, can do 27 tons of coal. Nice. Well. Honestly, 3 should be enough. Like, we're not doing anything crazy. So, just go pick up your new cars. Alright. And I've come up with a brilliant idea for the trains here, because this area is currently having some traffic issues with 2 trains running. Well, thankfully the 2 trains don't have to run anymore. I've got one in the depot here, because it's just not needed anymore. There's only 1 train's working here. The irony. So yeah, that's good. And this is just a nice little area where the incoming train can wait. It's perfect. So that'll be good. Good. Where the hell's my PM3? Wow. It cooled up, fair enough. Good. So, you are going to stop at this customs house. Let's erase some line. Stop at that customs house, and then unload at these 2 spots. Eventually, I will need to hand this over to a railway distribution depot. And that will be better, but for now I cannot. Unfortunately. Alright. Good. So we have the railway to the passenger train platform there dealt with. Uh-oh. No, you're fine. It's just traffic. Yeah. And we're getting pretty darn close to actually having this constructed. Which is great. Alright. And on the plus side, with the coaling train now running, I no longer need a million... oh yeah. Right. I've got another Yagton waste here. Hang on. The Lubin dump is overflowing, or will be soon. So... this is the line I need you on. Okay. As I was saying, though, the old coal route is, or the old coal routes can now actually be shut down. You know? Like, I got 4 Russo ball, or like 7 Russo bolts on that. That's insane. So let's maybe get a couple more road depots put down. Because we're going to need some storage for Russo bolts. Alright, that is significantly reducing the traffic at the customs house as well. Now, although this is built, it's still kind of just for show. It doesn't actually do anything yet. Okay, you are still completely incapable of anything, it seems like. Hold on, I think I know what the answer is here. If I do this. Okay, can you maybe instead just go to depot? Because you have no idea what you're doing anymore. You've lost the plot at some point. That's pretty obvious. Never mind, just go to fucking depot. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing yet because you weren't supposed to randomly turn around on the track. To be fair, that's at least partially my fault, so... Anyway, it'll figure itself out. We need to get that train restarted. Alright. Bit by bit, we're gonna have a fully paved 4-lane highway. Ain't that glorious? Alright. So, if I just tell you to start now, can you figure out what to do? It looks like yes, you can figure out how to get to a coal. Perfect. It may take you some time, but that's fine. There we go. Coal up. Alright. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. And hopefully that should fix some of our problems. And for the problems that won't fix, I know what will fix the problem. And the answer is a third train. If I just get a third train on that line, it should be fine. Alright. Well, at least for the most part, it is kind of working now. Okay. That train's back operational. And it should be able to coal in this end station. Like, we have the aggregate storage. There is a chance that this thing does technically need some fuel delivered. I think that's a bug. Well, to be fair, it was a bug back beforehand as well. These days, less so. I just need a single ammo 15. Well. Go unload some fuel there. You love the customs house. And head back to depot. And then they should be able to coal. Because I know this is a problem with mods, so I wouldn't be shocked if I also have to put in a little fuel here to make this thing able to coal. We'll see. It certainly doesn't look like it's coaling. Which might be part of the problem. So, we'll see. Concerningly, the happiness is now nice. It was at 70 before. Makes me wonder, are people having any happiness issues? Yeah, you guys are pissed. Which, to be fair, we did have to do a little bit of work on to get things operational, so I'm not shocked about that. 'Cause these guys could not reach the school. So we're trying to fix that. But easier said than done. It'll take time. It always does. You know, it takes so many work days to actually pave roads in this period. Alright. And, yeah, you guys aren't allowed to use the shortcut anymore. Keep it onto the highway, please. Good. Alright. Not bad. So yeah, our little highway junction here is just about built. Next soon we'll be in good shape and be able to have the friggin' two-laner all the way to this circle. There's still lots to do though. Still lots to do. So, with everything said and done in mind, so now can you coal? It can coal there. Alright, so the fuel at the end station does in fact still need to be there. Because otherwise the game can't figure it out. That's amazing. Alright. So yeah. With that said and done, the coal train is going to keep everything stable. We have the 2 trains going. They don't even have to coal anymore, which should dramatically improve road stability. That's great. Alright. I will note that I do definitely need to get another heat exchanger for this town. Go. Yeah, because the addition of the 600 people in these flats that we built is going to completely overwhelm us. So, it's not for now, shall we? But yeah, so that'll get selected in. Okay, do we want to do another expansion of the oil field? It looks like some of the roading that I threw down is, in fact, ready to go, so... Heck yeah. We should probably expand to the oil fields. Okay. Which direction did I set that? This one. Down? Okay, so it'd be for expanding upwards. We'll need this line. Okay. And let's do so. More oil field expansion, more money. Good. Yeah. The oil around here is pretty meh. It's not great, but it'll do. Kinda has to, so. Alright, and throw down ourselves a nice little switch. And a substation. Yep, another oil field expansion. Always good to have. Good. And then I need, I think, the one pipe. There we go. Perfect. So this construction office will just get to work, and that'll be built in fairly short order. Alright, the coaling lines are up on the trains, so that's helping the infrastructure dramatically. Now, finally, after all these blasted years, the mosque is actually, for the most part, cleaned up and ready for actual development and construction. So, first order of business is the train station. We are definitely doing a full-sized one this time. Okay. And that'll kind of be very important for us as... oh boy. Looks like we at least have excavators and the like in range, so that's good. We had it for a little bit there. Come on. Oh, oops. Didn't properly, and there we go. Alright, so that just kind of gives our Railway Construction Office the mandate to go actually finish this rail line. Hang on, let me join the pieces. Alright, constructed. Or set to be constructed. Good stuff. Now, this is going to be a fairly heavy city. Now, I'm trying to think about what the best way to do it is. Is it Market Hall? Yeah, okay, this is the one I want. Ooh, it's a big boy. Actually, this is probably fine, then. Because this thing can just kind of have the warehouse. Yeah. This is actually a very nice layout. I like it. Now, unfortunately, this will necessitate the mixing of cargo and passenger, but it should be okay, because it shouldn't be heavy freight. It should just be the local passenger and supply. Ooh, I see a problem with that, yeah. Wrong direction, because that's not a road, that's a footpath. It's funny how often I said things like that. It's like, oh, never mix your passenger and freight. But now I'm just like, you know what? Maybe that rule was wrong. I feel like invariably I'm going to have to learn the rule again before I learn it for real. It's like, maybe I was too ambitious. Which, to be fair, I literally did have my main passenger and main rail on the same line, which was probably most of the issue, and why I classed my last economy in a republic. So, yeah. Okay, let me think. So we use the market hall. I set it up like this. Yeah. Make sure no one comes from outside the CO. And then I guess I just need the warehouse for supply. I'm actually thinking about meat right now, as a thought. How do I want to handle meat for this? I feel like meat is always delivered by road. You know, there's never enough demand truly to do meat by rail. So, if I operate under that assumption, I just need to do this. Wow. train is waiting too long. That's never a notification I like to see. Yeah, of course it is you. It's always you. You're empty. Weirdly. I'll let you through. I'm curious what you're gonna do. Yes, turn around for that. Fair enough. To be fair, this should help. Yeah, unfortunately our track builders sometimes get a little lost in the sauce. And don't necessarily always obey the signals that they should. Although to be fair, that's at least partially my fault because I haven't really put... No, I didn't put a chain signal. You definitely should not have done that. That one's even done. Holy shit. This one only has 113 work days left, and that coal plant is hooked up. That's what I like to see. Alright. Actually, I guess... I'll make the gravel. Alright. Not bad so far, though. I'm going to build waste collection a little more in with this town. Because I'm finally starting to learn. Though there's not going to be anything that needs waste collection here, so that's actually okay. And I'm going to asphalt this footpath. Because this area will be the primary way that they actually get to that market hall. I want to make sure it's fully accessible. Yeah. Not bad. So this might actually be the first place that I can do maybe even an indoor sports center. Like, I'm planning a lot of people here. Mentally. Exactly how well that ends up turning out, we'll see. We also have now the smaller medical university, which we'll be able to put in this town as well. Speaking of which, what the hell am I researching right now? Probably nothing. Oh yeah, I finished television as the last one, I think. Yeah, I did get uranium and bauxite mapping, so that's always nice. It's not really of any use. I don't plan to exploit any of it anytime soon, but it's good to know where it is for future planning. Alright. We might be able to put the television station in the city. Might. That's me getting really fucking ambitious, though. So we'll see. It's gonna require one hell of a nasty heating plant, too. It's only 20 tons of pollution. After the television, you know what I should do? I should probably get the pollution reduction research. That helps. That helps a lot. The rest of this town is almost deconstructed. Alright. Gosh. Soon. There's just always more to do, though. Is this in the general area for things? I don't know, tough to say. Alright. At least it looks like it's getting started on. With that in mind, let's see, yeah, so sports hall. What if we built a palace of sports here? Yes. Gravel road is fine. I do want to make sure that, you know, Again, no workers outside. Yeah, there's not that many people left alive here after deconstructing. You know what? It's fine. Fuck it. We'll populate the city afterwards anyway. Just let them die. Alright. So with that, that means they'll have access to sport all year round. Put in a cinema and house of culture. Okay. So where's the pub? That's an alcohol kiosk. This pub doesn't have a connection. Yeah, the problem with these damned pubs is that they never have a connection. For that, I think we need the probably more modernist. Maybe the brutalist. I don't know. Tough to say. We'll put the pub in here. Good. Okay. So that's culture, that's sport, that's alcohol, food, clothes, electronics, meat. Okay, that's all their core needs. Good. Except for, I guess, attraction? Yeah. Should be able to find a decent enough place to put this in. There we go. Alright, with that, that's all their core needs met. Now, we'll need the networks. Schools. Kindergarten. This is actually paved with street lamps, which is really nice, so good. Can use that. Alright. So they're just checking in on how the paving's going. So many bloody work days. Before we get rollers, I don't know if the asphalt's really worth it, but I'm still doing it. Like, it's worth it. I say this every September to October. Is it really worth it? And then every goddamn winter I see how slow my guys move on non-asphalted roads because we also basically don't have snow plows. I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's worth it. It's the friggin' pattern. Like, during the winter is when it really shows its worth. Alright. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to try and build waste collection a little more into things. So, it should be fine. Alright. We're obviously going to need a central water substation. I don't know if we'll probably need multiple, so I'll hold off on that. Networks are usually the last thing I build, because then I, see just how much I'm really networking up. Next question. Water? Oop. Yeah, okay. We can... It'll be a hell of a sewage pipe. It always is, though. But we do have the nice half-decent high-density flats now, so... where are they? 210. Alright. We build it like this. Like this. We build it like this. That's a good question. Ooh, new steam locomotive. Vistula 45. Is it any good? Let's find out. 75 kilometers an hour. Like, nothing thus far is able to come close to 160, which is the speed limit for the friggin', you know, concrete rail we're on. Good, that is getting built. It's close. 57 more days. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how I want to do the housing. It's just, yeah, also didn't help that there is actually still a couple of little nits that need to be dealt with. I think we'll do it this way. That's fine. Probably. I guess that's the thing. I do need to kind of be able to put path around the edge here. That way I can pre-plan some of this. Because, yeah, it needs a fair bit of, planning. Okay. What do you mean infrastructure? Flip it around. There we go. Should be good. Alright. Let's just do a little bit of... it's too steep of a descent. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is what I was kind of more worried about. Stuff like that can happen. Trying to place these buildings, unfortunately, is a nightmare. I kind of knew it, which is why I was dreading it and distracting myself with that steam locomotive for a brief moment. Because, yeah. Yeah. I hate these flats. Why is this poisoned? Fuck. Okay, so like hypothetically I do this. Can I... Okay, I can do that. There we go. Oh lord. Alright, now for another 2. So each one of these is, for the record, 210 people, so... This is already a pretty nutso number, you know? Like, I'm gonna be... Like, I have 2,700 workers, right? So, this is already 1,000 that I'm planning for. This is our first true size scale modern city that we've got planned. Oh, do not give me that shit. Bring the ground down as much as we can here, you know? Okay. Yep. And that brings us up to 2, 4, 8, 12, 1,400. Yep. I think I'm definitely going to be expanding the construction sector on the back of this, for the record. Good. Good enough. Good enough. Hopefully it's just footpaths, so it's not too bad to asphalt them. Which I'll do. Alright, so using the church as a center point. Nice. Here's the real question though. How are we doing? Not good enough is the answer. Okay, the House of Culture, so that central road. I guess the problem is there isn't a walking path through this. That gets us 87%. I guess it may behoove me to do this. meters. We're not too far then from being able to. I may just need to extend asphalt pathing, which is perfectly reasonable. No qualms about doing. Apparently that's not enough. There we are. Alright. Fucking Christ. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 2,200 people in just that one flat block. You know? And there is still a lot more we can do, trust me. Oh Lord. By the way, have this hooked up. Oh, Zamosk. This region. This region. There is going to be many thousands in this town. And now is the winter of my contentment. For everything will run on time. There's gonna be no problems. Look at them go. For they can drive on asphalt. So much. Yeah, they get their full speed. Someday we'll have faster cars that, won't get their full speed on asphalt during winter, but hey, that's okay. But, yeah, holy shit. There's gonna be a lot of bricks, a lot of boards, a lot of everything. And I'm only like a third done planning the city, so I'm just gonna call the episode here. Thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Leo Skillman. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.